going on, everybody? Bear with me for a second. I'm just troubleshooting, as always. Twister. I need to get off of this road. This is like the weirdest stair-stepping road. Oh, there it is. JR. We're rocking and rolling out here in Illinois. Kind of in the trickier part of Illinois to chase. Not too bad. Illinois is like 80% chasing paradise. Today we find ourselves in that 20% area. But we'll see what we can do. It's not the main intersection in town, is it? It's one of these. Yeah, here's where we're gonna go. So, Chaser's chilling at the gas station there. I don't know who. I'm gonna jigger with the settings here, so if you see the camera moving around, that's why. I know the setting, it's in here somewhere. I love trying to do all this crap when I'm driving. Keyframe interval. Every frame, every 2 frames, every 10, every 2. See that? Fixes it. Okay. Alright, I just changed it to 2. Hey, Jen. Bubbly off to my east.
sure shouldn't do that, but what you could do is go unplug everything, run the inverter, turn on the inverter, and then one at a time plug shit in, see if it starts beeping then. But I mean, I think that we showed that Starlinks, at least the Starlinks, they what that was, I think it was 0.8 amp on load. I don't know what it was on startup, I just didn't watch that, but just try doing each thing individually. Also, try starting it up without the remote. Remember, there's a switch on the inverter. It switched over to be turned on by the remote. Switch it over to just turn on. And somebody stated that it's more sensitive when you turn it on with the remote. Just worth a shot.
It's been fine since I started moving. I don't think it likes when I sit too long. I just need to get a newer battery and upgrade the alternator probably for all this. I think I got the original battery still rocking in this 5-year-old truck. So I think maybe there's just limited power to begin with. It's been fine since I've been driving. My inverter was screaming at me earlier, but it seems to be all fine. I'm going to pause the feed for a second while I try to change a setting in OBS. So we'll go dark for a few moments. I gotta try to look at something here. YouTube is whining my keyframes aren't set right. The app is set to 2, so it must be the OBS client on my desktop. I'll be right back. Always something with this nonsense. These storms are so far not really panning out today. Just a big old messy, just all mush.
Yeah, that makes sense. If I could just, because I still have my key, like why can't I just use the same key and reinstall it? That makes very little sense to me for a product that costs so much every month. But there's also a part of me thinking, you know, use weather-wise stuff or whatever. And
okay, wipers. Time to put the AC on. It's getting toasty. Always the dang audio. It's all coming from the phone, so no external mics or sources. I've simplified the setup. Should be much better this year. I don't know why YouTube is screaming at me about keyframes, because I have it set to 2. It's telling me to use something under 4, and I have it set to 2, so I don't know why it's screaming at me. So, am I supposed to change the keyframes in OBS itself? Which I can't seem to find. Because the app I have set to 2. But YouTube is still screaming at me, hey, your keyframes are, yeah, set it to lower than 4. Well, I have it set to 2 in the encoder, which last I checked is lower than 4. So, boy, talk about a tight fit. What am I doing on this highway anyway? I love back roads, but I hate when they do this. 90-degree turn for a while. Ooh, gravel. Oh boy, washboard. Need to figure out what that rattle is too. Okay, wipers. Auto wipers are one of the dumbest features car makers ever came up with, along with the auto stop. It's a dead cat. Let's see. Yeah, the stream is stable. At least I got that going for me. Discovering some other nuances with the new setup. Number one being that rattle. It's a 40-pound Starling performance dish on the roof. Something rattling up there. You have to figure that out. You know, on the highway and stuff, it's quiet as a mouse, but on some of these bumpier back roads, would be something if today busts with how consistent the model signal was. Skunk. I hate when these roads do this. Do a 90-degree turn south. 2 blocks. Well, it's a sky that says storms. There must be a cap or something. Things have been evolving so fast today with me coming from Texas. I haven't had time to sit down and look at things. You know, I left yesterday at 6 o'clock, got to the hotel at 3, fell asleep at 4, was up at 7:30. Got out to, my destination here by noon. Tomato watches were already coming up. I had to eat, get gas, do the first round of troubleshooting. Now I'm going east. There hasn't been any time to sit today because of the early nature of things. But I'm going to get to a spot where I can hopefully sit here in a moment. Now, there ain't nothing happening, and I think I'm far enough east to catch anything that would. Looks like there's a little park in a couple miles, so I'll go chill there. There ain't nothing happening. Out what that rattle is. It has to be related to my new Starlink case. But when I go up there, everything is solid, so that makes it tough to diagnose. Something in there is being a little woo-woo. I can go south. Of course, that's the way all the traffic is going. Olney, Illinois. Been a while since I've been here. We had a tornado out here 2010? A while ago, but I remember covering it. Yes, Jason, I'm using the iPhone. Is it going in and out? Let me see what OBS has going here. Should only be pulling from that one source. Maybe the iPhone, maybe it's its noise canceling. So let me know if it's going in and out, because the audio should only be coming from the phone. But it's me we're talking about, so phantom problems will find me. I did have the gain a little bit lower, so I raised the gain. Maybe that'll help. Hey, Justin. A whole lot of nothing happening right now. I'm gonna look for a spot to sit, which won't make my inverter happy. I think I need to get a new battery in this beast. My inverter doesn't like when I sit. But there's no point to driving right now either. Nothing happening. Loves. Oh, I bet this is going to be Swamps or Chasers. If not, I'm about to be the first. Maybe they got a Buffalo slot in that Loves. I won about 500 bucks that one earlier today. So that's cool. The only thing today that's gone right so far. Now, at least the streaming, the feed stuff is working really well. It's got some little nuances that we discover along the way. That's one good thing about these February chases. I can get all these little quirks out of the way, hopefully before main season begins. Yeah, there's all the Chasers. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. What a employee parking only. Boy. What have I asked? This is where all the Chasers are waiting. What about this one across the street? Oh God, little pea shooter. I gotta hide for a minute. There we go. I'll sit for a minute. I'll go say hi to everyone in a minute. I gotta troubleshoot something first. Alrighty. I go in there, 20 people will run up to me and say hi. I gotta fix something first. All right, let's see. Yeah, there could be one in here. I don't see the sign for video gaming though. So I need to figure out why this dang YouTube keeps yelling at me about keyframes when I have it set to 2 in the encoder. Let me go to this OBS and see. Let's see. Settings. General. Updates. Output. Snap sensitivity. Projectors. Font size. Density. Stream. Output. I would think it'd be in the output, but hardware, encoder, slow, good quality, audio encoder, replay buffer. I know somewhere in here is a thing for keyframes. For such a basic setting, they bury it. Advanced. Those are color settings, stream delay, tech network, sources, browser source. I do not see a thing in here for keyframes anywhere in OBS. I'm in the advanced tab. I do not see that. Why must you avoid me so? Advanced. Priority process. Color space, color range. 30 nits. Recording, stream delay, unless that's a retry delay, 2 seconds, maximum retries, network, enable browser, hotkeys. Yeah, I keep going to the advanced tab and there's nothing over there for keyframes. So I know it's in there somewhere, but I just can't find it. It's because they update the dang every like 3 times I start OBS. Well, we've made an update. Stuff gets moved around. I can't find it. But YouTube keeps screaming at me about keyframes. I wonder if it's now popping up because I'm actually live. Right, Christine? The problem is they force you to change it because stuff always updates. Then you have to redo this and reconnect that. And 2-factor authenticate this. Reface ID this. Thumbprint, blood samples every 3 weeks. It takes about 12 different apps to make all this work. So just about every day, 1 or 2 of them are requiring some sort of update. Current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. That wouldn't be in YouTube itself, would it? I doubt it. Because I got this OBS app set to 2. Set to I think it's every 2 frames. Let's see, accessibility, no hotkeys. I guess I can do a search. Change keyframe setting in OBS. I thought doing it in the phone app would solve it, but it didn't. Change keyframe setting in OBS. Let's see if AI will actually be useful for once. Settings in the bottom right corner. Navigate to the output tab. Set the output mode to, maybe it's output mode to advanced. Okay. Output mode is on simple. All right, y'all, I'm going to stop this for a second and see if that takes care of it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So it was the mode that needed to be in advanced, not the advanced settings tab. Now keyframes were set at 0, so I just changed it to 2. We'll see if that takes care of it. Oh, some more people have piled in here. Oh, that's Justin. What's going on? Are we busting yet? Yeah. I would have thought it'd be going by now. The way they were locked in. I'm not too optimistic right now since everything's like going up and dying and shit. Yeah. It is up at 2 o'clock. Mm. I didn't know if you were gonna come chase this moment down in Texas. It's my home state. I had to make an appearance, you know. Itching to get out. Gotta.
I went into work and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my gear with me.
Is this the first one of the year jitters?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I only managed about 3 hours myself last night.
Did you?
Yeah. First of the year jitters, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the way when his ears he started trending up, I started getting excited. Like,
yeah. And so like I was just sitting in Topeka and I was like, all right, I was really tired last night. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll wake up and then if it looks good, then I'll leave because it ain't that far away.
Yeah.
But 2:30 hit, woke up, was like, oh fuck, great. So then I went into work for a little bit, and then I was just like looking at stuff, and then about 7:30, I was like, oh fuck, come on, I can't skip this, so shit.
It wasn't downtrending. What up, Simon? Good to see you out here again, as always. First of the year.
Yeah.
First one of the year, yep, same here.
Home state.
Which means I'm troubleshooting all the new stuff I got set up, you know. Well, that's what these February ones are good for. Concerns are rising. Not the butterfly type concerns.
Yeah.
I just drove out here 12 hours for nothing type concerns.
You still living in Dallas area?
Yeah, I live in
Okay.
Dallas. But I got my place up in Chicago too, you know, my dad's
you still
house.
have a place up there?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
dad's house now. I still got the top floor
That's cool.
for it up there, so I got a place for when I'm back in Chicago. It's nice.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yeah, this is not what I expected to be happening at this time right now. I've been complaining all day, oh, it's got to fire too early. Why can't it just fire at 4 o'clock like a normal day? Now it's 2 o'clock with nothing happening, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, very, very, very concerned.
Careful what I wish for.
When I saw those little cells pop up just to the southeast, I was like, is that going to be? I was like, that's a little too early and a little too far, a little too close to everything.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff in northern Kentucky is verifying, but I wasn't going to chase there. No way. I don't know. The stuff if this stuff over by Marion doesn't take off, that's it.
Well, there's still one last little bit of hope. I've been looking at the service map. There's still a good convergence line going on along the Mississippi
Oh, yeah, you're
River.
right. Okay, I do see that.
But, yeah, there's not a lot of upper level left going on back there.
Which surprises me. Like, given the way this thing was ejected, I'm surprised by that. But
Yeah, I'm getting concerned. For me, it was only a 3.5, 4 hour drive out here. So I'm out in Dayton, Ohio.
yeah, that's not too bad.
And
Love these
I'm-
Midwest days. Yeah, love these Midwest days. At least I won $500 on a slot machine, the gas
Oh,
station.
cool. Here?
Paid for no, back in west of Effingham. Starts with an A.
Oh, that's
I keep
cool.
saying Altoona, but that's not right. Altamont. I stopped at a Pilot over there in Altamont, or maybe it was a Love's, I forget. But threw $200 in the slot machine, redeemed 800. Like, all right, that just paid for my trip.
There you go.
So if all else fails, I was able to make it. I was able to make it that way.
I'm happy to get out the door.
Oh yeah, it always feels good to stretch the legs. I'm running the Starling Performance dish. So I just finished this custom built piece. Something's rattling, and I'm trying to figure out like where's this rattle coming from. The thing is on there, solid as a rack.
Is that projecting a Starlink?
Yeah, it's 1/4 inch plex. This is the big performance dish. Things like this big. Something up here is rattling, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. But this, something. I wonder if it's the dish itself. So something. I think it needs more support for that at the bottom. You know how it goes, it's all redneck engineering.
Oh, yeah, that looks like dancing compared to what I do.
6 rolls of duct tape.
No duct tape on that.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna assume it's this. I just need to take this.
Yeah, no, that is a little loose right there.
That's gonna be my first. I wonder if, because this is aluminum, I wonder if the weight is actually causing it to pivot and how it's bouncing.
Maybe duct tape.
Or at least it's causing it to pivot.
Lots of duct tape.
Lots of duct tape. I think if I jam a piece of foam under the rail,
Yeah.
it'll get rid of the bounce. If I add another support in the back. I'm not sure it's the finish. It's February.
I like to wait until like an hour before initiation on the parking lot using some zip ties and strap everything down.
It just has to work, right? The jet is screaming. The LCLs are good. I like the LCLs.
I got really excited when I was coming into town a while back and I kind of jumped up to 66. I'm like, there we go.
Yeah, I got Joseph driving east. Coming east. Finally hit the clearing. Got real big. I could turn the east yet. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
So, at the law enforcement center where I work at the sheriff's office, because they don't want to turn the fucking air conditioning on because it's still not spring yet. They're like, it's just gonna get cold, so it's just gonna fucking. Then we're gonna turn the heat back on. It's been over 80 degrees every single fucking day this week. It's been fucking
In the
horrible.
building?
Yes, it's
Oh,
been
that's-
fucking horrible.
How hard is it to just turn the AC on and then turn the heat on
It's-
whenever you do get cold?
Dude,
How hard is
it's bad. It's
Literally.
they need to tailor that building down. But yeah, they won't turn the AC on, so it's like, all right, that's great. They said they like opened some vents on the top of the fucking building, but that doesn't do shit. So
You're like, well, I'm bringing one of those portable units for my office thing.
well, like the whole fucking week, I've been like looking like the back of my pants. I'm like, man, if I start sweating, dude, I swamp ass the whole time. I've been like,
Too early for
man,
that.
it's like, god damn, fucking killing me here. Yeah.
Nice to see a nice little updraft.
Yeah. There was a real good one, you know, to the north earlier, but it faded. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I've identified where the rattle is coming from. Now I just gotta figure out how to fix it. So it's in the back. All right. Talking to Simon Brewer and Justin Drake, two of the best chasers out there. Yeah, Scott, there's the back end of the dish is bouncy. I think there's too much of a teeter-totter effect going on. So I might just have to try to shore it up a little bit. Yeah, Jeff, we're good. Just hanging out. First chase of the year, new setup. Most of the stuff's working really well, but a couple little rattles and loose ends to identify and make sure they're all peachy keen. But yeah, when I'm driving down the highway, Scott, if you're still listening, it's as quiet as a mouse. But when I get on some of those bumpier, you know, potholey highways and gravel roads, you can hear the. So it's the back end of the dish is where it's coming from. Something's just a little loose and a little bouncy back there. We'll be able to take care of it, I'm sure. But it's not too bad. Growing pains. All right, I'll adjust. All right, I'll adjust the focus a little bit. The focus will really die. You keep it focused like that. Good old duct tape. Nah, nothing's in danger or flying away. If anything, I gotta tighten the screw. I think really what I need to do is add a support. We got this massive Starlink case on top, but because of the way the feet of the actual Starlink dish are, the only two bars for support are kind of in the middle. I just need something in the back to get rid of the teeter-totter effect.
Check this thing out, man. So this is the battery they sent me right here for my Starlink Mini, and it has this like 1 or 3 inch cable, you know, that I could plug in and could charge the battery for 5 hours. But if I know I'm going to be chasing and I don't want to, like, you know, run out of battery, it has this USB-C pass-through, so it could constantly charge, you know, the whole chase with.
You guys ain't planning on leaving no vehicles, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My boss is like, hey, what are they doing? Are they like leaving their vehicles out here? I'm like, nope, not.
Nah, we're just staging. We'll be tearing out of here soon enough.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
We have people parked and leaving vehicles and
Yeah.
away, so.
That won't be us.
Okay.
All right. If we need to move, though, just let us know.
You go chase that firestorm the other day.
No, I regret it. I should have, but I was doing a testing day for this new stream setup. There's just a lot of stuff I had to test that day because we just finished some of the back end infrastructure that we had to build, the coding and all that stuff. Just got done on Sunday. So I had to test it on Tuesday, and it's just been,
Are you streaming right now?
I'm streaming right now. Kind of a first go with the performance and this new phone to OBS stereo, and seeing how it all works.
You stream to multiple platforms?
Yeah, So, which I've been doing for a couple years, but through Restream. So we're trying to get away from Restream and doing it cloud-based, which is like beyond my brain capacity. So I've got a guy who's like actually smart building it all, because I'm not smart. So he's been building it, all the back-end infrastructure and stuff, and now I'm kind of testing all the
I just
pieces
don't even
right
want to
now.
deal with that.
It's a hassle, I'll be honest with you. Streaming's a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So we're trying to simplify it to where we've almost got it to the point where I plug everything in and then it's 2 clicks and we're good. So
Right.
it's getting better for us.
I swim to YouTube every once in a while, but it's a pain in the butt.
It's a pain, that's for sure. I don't know how some of these guys do it, but it seems like they just turn their cars on and everything functions and they never have to mess with it.
Yeah.
Like somewhere out there is a little magical gnome where stuff just works.
Yeah, I just don't.
It ain't in my
don't like
pocket.
dealing with that.
I spent half the chase troubleshooting technology than focusing on the chase.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of that this year by simplifying things, but we're getting there.
And then whenever I do get a good stream going, the moment there's any kind of convergence, my signal gets weak, the stream breaks up, and anybody that's watching goes away.
Yep. Right at the moment when it matters, too.
Yeah.
Like I'll stream 6 hours of me driving down the road just fine. I'll be like, oh, it's tornado time, and then boop, that's when the stream cuts out. It's like, really?
Then,
That happens so many times.
and then the other half, especially with tornadoes, usually the front of the car is facing away from where the action's happening. Action's like either here or here or
Yeah.
behind me. I mean, you don't want to.
Got to get one of those $8,000 camera domes that the panning head and.
You know, we've been using, the 360 cams,
Uh-huh.
putting that up on top of the car.
Do you stream from that?
No,
I didn't
we do
think
not
so.
stream from that.
That'd be.
I don't know. Can you stream? From
I don't know. I haven't
You
even.
did.
I haven't
That's a lot
messed
of
with
data.
them. I haven't messed with any of those at all. But I want to get one though because those are
You'd have to
slick.
have something that would compress the data before, before the signal went out over to stream it.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
a lot of data
because
coming in.
and those 360 cams, they all come with their own in-house software, right?
What?
They have their own like in-house software.
Yeah.
They're like that has to go.
Pretty
with it.
nice.
Yeah.
Because we used to always have like three or four GoPro cameras facing in all directions on the car somewhere. So instead of having 3 or 4 GoPro cameras, just one 360 camera takes care of all that.
Yeah. And you get that nice like fisheye thing. We can actually see the whole rotation. That's what I love about it. It actually puts that into like
And
actual scale.
the software, you can kind of basically like make like a box on the screen and basically say like follow this. So then let's say you're driving by something and you make a box around it and you're pretty much like, okay, I want you to follow this.
Live
Then-
while it's happening.
No.
Oh,
When you're
this
editing
isn't
it.
editing?
When you're
Okay.
editing it, so then like car's driving and you're going by that and you cropped the 360 image
Yeah.
into a nice little space you like that's de-warped and everything, so it's not completely warped, and then it just follows that as you're going by.
That's impressive. So it's almost like it keyframes it for you, where it keeps
Yeah.
the. That's
so then
nice.
one of
That's
the
nice.
things was during the June 5th Morton Day, we were driving by one of that Hill project. I forget the name of it, but they
Yeah,
were
literally the
releasing
one
a
that was just
weather
out.
balloon right as we drove by, and I didn't know it at the time. But when I'm watching the 360 video, I'm like, "What the hell was that?" So I just see this. I'm like staring at where the storm is, and I see this little ball of an orb go by. And then I like zoomed in on it. I'm like, oh, it's a weather balloon. I was like, they must have just released that. So then I went around like my point of view, going through the footage. And I was like, oh yeah, there's the vehicle. So we're driving by. They're like holding it, and they're on
Oh,
this side
no
of the
kidding.
road. Tornado's over here, and right as we drive by, they basically were waiting for us to go by. They released it. So then I just had it in the edit to just follow that balloon. So we're going by and the edit's just following the balloon going off.
Oh, that's cool.
Because
So you were able to trace the whole thing in your,
Yeah,
even though you weren't like, you didn't even know it was happening. That's cool.
that was neat. I was like, that's really cool. I didn't got to play with that there.
That's a nice advantage to having something like that. Come on, little guy.
Well, it's intensifying there. Just
That one south of Salem.
yeah.
That's going to be our hope, I think.
And that draft's actually a little more robust as far as. I mean, it might just completely evaporate here in a minute, but.
Yeah. Well, we're not cats. What's going on, buddy?
I'm tired, man.
Yeah, me too.
We've been literally just driving back all kinds of vans. My mom would be laughing her ass off right now. How do you feel? You came a lot further than I did.
came, yeah, pretty far. My concerns are rather high at the moment, and not the oh shit's gonna go down concerns. If I didn't win $500 at a slot machine,
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, well, that's definitely an all right way to do all things. That pays for your gas.
it does. It'll cover the trip out here. But man, I would have thought for sure the signal was so consistent. I would have thought something would be raging by now.
Oh yeah, like I said, my buddy who's with me, he loves radar, and that's all he does. And he was like, this is his first time he's came out because this is the first time he's believed in something.
Oh man,
It's like the big, like probably the second biggest bus because you remember that one out in Iowa towards the middle end of last year as well that didn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
That was I drove 4 or 5 hours for that and that didn't do anything either. But no, I see this as like a hangout experience, you know.
it is.
At least,
I'm troubleshooting the new setup, getting some identifying some quirks and adjustments that need to be made. Got about half of them worked out, so that's what these days are good for. They have all this rocking and rolling when the real stuff comes down the pike. So
I'm just feels good at least.
it does. I mean,
enjoy it.
If the little Spud by Salem wants to take off, but if it doesn't, that's it.
Yeah, that's what because I got to be at work at 5 in the morning tomorrow. And,
Ooh,
yeah.
gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, thankfully I had today off, so I was able to get a head start. But God, I don't even know. Because even he's to the point where it's like we'll watch this final last wave come through, and if it's not showing anything, we don't know what we're gonna do.
There was one more line of queue out and like near the border here. You got this, but there's an attempt by St. Louis over there, but I wouldn't know what else to think of it at this point.
We can do Vince hit me. My mom will be like, what the hell?
I like that bumper he's got on the front of the Tahoe. Thought about getting one of those for this. I have to lift the suspension though, but
Yeah, it's his old mobile too. Because the other one, he said, got hit by a deer. A deer hit him.
Already?
Yeah, his other one, he was, I think he was up near home, but yeah, he was out preparing for something. A deer actually hit his car.
Like jumped into it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
Dumbest creatures.
And the irony was, he was getting ready to get rid of that car earlier in the year, last year, and then he had to dump a bunch of money to fix it, but I guess it's nice to have a backup.
I gotta get a new battery and a new alternator in this thing. My inverter doesn't like it when I sit still too low. Low voltage. I'm like, yep. It's 5-year-old. It's the original battery. It's 5 years old, so I probably need to have that changed by
That's fair. Yeah,
by the time the season rolls around.
My dad just had to get one of the batteries in his Jeep switch. He was gonna go. It was gonna be like $400. Then it was died in the garage.
Oh.
And then
At least it waited.
Well, the irony is he went and bought the battery for half the price. Did it himself in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So
Batteries
it
are-
almost kind of worked out in a way.
Batteries are easy.
Yeah. He was just gonna do it for the convenience because he had to get an oil change too and do a couple other things to the car. So
As long as you're under there, get it all done. Yeah. Come on, weather. I didn't expect it to go down like this.
are you so excited to be in bumfucked Illinois with nothing going on? A nice February evening.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not sitting here in mid-May going, man, nothing's happened yet. We can still play the "It's only February" card at the end of the day.
That's what I tell myself.
This thing to our south has an interesting shape to it too. That's going to move into the freaking Wabash Valley over there. Terrible. Chasing over there is
good old Ferdinand and everything.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's got the shape down there. Something to watch. I don't know if I
Yeah,
want.
it's almost the same track as that one earlier that I saw Bryce Shelton and a couple of people were on, and then it kind of died out before it even got chances to do anything.
That was this one.
Yeah.
I figured that one would be elevated, but it's out of the deeper moisture pool, so I started going east to like follow. Like maybe I need to like, nah, I'm just gonna let it go. But this is all that's left down here. I don't think this wave over on the border. I don't know what that is because I need to look at it. I need to look at it. See it for a second. I don't have my wrap thing up here anymore. There we are. Is that the drive punch? I think it is, yeah, because the dew point's tanked to under 40 just over the river, so that's got to be the actual quote-unquote dry line, but it's getting overtaken by a cold front, like, you know, as it pushes east. Not really a true dry line, but that might be it. We just don't have good surface forcing.
Such a shame too. Illinois is so fun.
Yeah, we don't have good forcing right now at the, or I mean like surface. There's no convergence at the surface. That's the problem.
If only Chaser convergence could be our convergence.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, yeah, there's like no surface convergence. So then you're relying on instability, which is barely minimum threshold at best. There's just nothing to give a good updraft a sustained push. Yeah, I think that's the main problem. We're not capped. Just looking at, I'm like, 500s are fine. We got our defluence. We're not capped. We don't have surface convergence. That's what it is.
I got a guy that lives just 30 miles south of me there in central Indiana. He's like, because he's been watching where I've been out. He's like, you just should have stayed here. There might be something that should popped up here. I'm like, you know, at this point, I probably fucking believe it, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we were right in the middle of it because we live just south of Indy there in Greenwood, so.
That's a fun area to chase. Wow.
No, it's
down
not.
there by
Especially
Bloomington.
because it just keeps growing. There's like 100 new houses being built every damn week there.
Sounds like my area in Texas. Nowhere's safe from. Oh, we got a little hail marker on that spud down there now. I might almost be tempted to go a little bit east just to flank this in case that takes off. 'Cause that's pure warm sector down there. At least it should be.
Yeah, at least the benefit to being on 50 is this is the one road, unless you go 30 miles north, that you can actually cross over the Wabash.
Yeah. Get over to, I might maybe bump over to Lawrenceville. Yeah, if this perks up in the next scan or two, I might make that move. Because I don't think it's going to be anything out of this. It's going to have to be one of these.
I just went north just for the hell of it. Just on that last one I was following just because it would look like it was going to have a little back end hook, and no.
Yeah. The tower looked good from behind. I was west of it when that tower went up. Yeah. It was rock. I mean, the updraft looked good, and then it just fell over and collapsed.
Yeah, not a whole lot. It's the only benefit for me going due east is I can hop through Vincennes and hop back on 69, take that straight north right back to Greenwood, basically.
Yeah, at least you're chasing it home. Every mile I drive east is another mile I got to
go in
back.
the opposite direction, yeah.
It's the only downside, but I've done worse. I haven't looked at the HUR in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. What does it have to say about this? What in the world? It fires that arc of Q in Missouri at 0Z. So it actually makes something out of this. So that's interesting. That's what keeps you sitting out here until 8 o'clock.
And then I realized, oh God, I forgot work in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're in Central Time, not Eastern Time.
It doesn't cross right at the border down here, does it? To
What?
Eastern?
Where we live.
The time zone? Is it on the border down
It's
here?
very close.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like a county over or
It's
something
basically
like
like,
that?
yeah, once you're like 5 minutes into Illinois, it pretty much switches over.
Okay.
Because my buddy lives in Terre Haute and just works right inside the state line. It's a different time zone for him.
Alright. I thought it was
It
right.
depends on honestly how far north or south you go. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because it goes like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Lake and Porter County, Indiana,
So yeah, northwest,
Or
extreme
central.
northwest are also, yeah.
they do that because of Chicago.
Yeah, because
but-
once you get a little past Maryville up there is when it starts switching.
I mean, that's an uptrend on that. It's got lightning now.
I would say at this point, anything is exciting, right?
That's where we're at in the day. How many miles is it to Lawrenceville?
That's a good question.
I'll look it up right now. I might make a little jump.
Usually the fun chasing area is like Washington and
22 miles. That's not bad. Can be there in 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's still not the heat of the day for, well, you're getting close to traffic for people who work out of state going to Vincennes.
Yeah.
Then you got campus over there, but that's more of a what do you do type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, were you going to turn back around tonight? Or attempt to go back?
I don't know. We'll see how far I make it. You know, I usually get a second wind when I drive at night. So we'll see how far I make it. If not, I got a little place I like to stay in Mount Vernon, Missouri, near the Oklahoma, which is like maybe 30 minutes from Oklahoma. I'll probably stay there. Then it's about 5 more hours back to.
That's another trek back.
Yeah,
No, that's what.
a ways away.
If you ever go through St. Louis, you can always stop on the south side and go to fucking Wally's.
I always drive by it on I-44 there, going back to Texas.
I've been there once because my parents were like, "You gotta go there. It's just a smaller Buc-ee's." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, right on." I didn't mind it, but I was.
I like Wally's. They got some good stuff.
We're supposed to have one in just northwest of Indy.
Yeah.
Initially there in Zionsville area.
The other one's in Pontiac, Illinois.
They were
has
supposed to
one.
open it last year, but it got pushed back, and now it's supposed to be like near Memorial Day this year.
Oh, typical.
Apparently, our local meteorologist in Indianapolis is talking about storms. Yeah, how's that going?
Well, the lightning's kind of perking up on that thing quite a bit. I'm getting real tempted to just jogging east a little bit to keep pace.
Well, the first red and green I've seen together today is in Ramsey, but it's still nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's mainly hail.
I mean, this stuff doesn't even have lightning. perking up. I guess the one you said that one.
That's the only thing I've seen that's even close together.
Yep, that one's out of play.
But yeah, of course, they'd be one of those ones you drive to, and about halfway you get in there, it's like, oh, no, it's all right, I'm done.
Yep. That's my inverter. It's mad because I plugged my laptop back in and I'm not driving.
I'm very thankful that at least it's nice out and it's got a nice little breeze. It's about a little day trip in February, I guess. Because we're about to go right into the 30s for the next few days after this.
Yeah, we take what we can get. All right, shut up. I'm gonna have to drive just to get power into the inverter. A new propagating updraft by Albion.
It's really a fascinating thing to follow, huh?
Yeah. Stupid.
So I told my buddy, because this is like just his first actual chase to a degree, and I'm like, yeah, half the battle is just over curing your boredom of waiting for things to curate and all that.
Yep.
But that's how you kind of understand if you like it or not. If you can tolerate the first part, you get rewarded.
You gotta love it at its worst to deserve it at its best. Something like that.
Yeah. Whatever Albert Einstein said.
I love everything about it except the technology! Shut up. Well, I'm gonna putt east a few miles. It was good seeing. Oh, hey, the thing shut up. I was gonna putt east just to make it shut up, but now I can sit here for a minute.
This is not happening.
I don't think so either. The her.
That stuff going up south of St. Louis might happen.
That's what the her thinks, that is gonna develop something out of that Q line later. I'm watching this.
That's where the best low-level convergence is right there on the Mississippi.
There's none of it out here. That's what we were just talking about. Like, there's no convergence over here. Yeah, that little spud by Albion's kind of tempting me, but this little guy down here.
Yeah, and that could.
That just went whoop, and
that could end up doing something.
And that's got that's a shape that gets me excited. I mean, it just one more beefed up scan, and I'm gonna get suckered east because that's a nice uptrend right there.
Probably going to go the other direction, west.
Yeah.
If anything goes up down there near St. Louis and heads and hits this boundary, maybe it can do something.
Yeah. You're the legend. Good luck.
Have a good one, man.
That's Simon Brewer, if you didn't know. Simon Brewer, if you didn't know. Yeah.
Horrible with names.
Yeah. He's one of the best there is out there. One of the most underrated chasers in the game. Simon and Justin. Those dudes don't miss. If he says he's going west, I should be like, okay.
I'll be there.
Follow him, but no.
I've come to learn the ones who are quietest know the most.
Yeah. YouTube is such a...
Hey, if it means anything, at least you did the dishes before you left.
Yeah, I had to do my duties.
I saw that. I was like, well, you know what? That's... What a man.
I should have, why isn't slow mode enabled? See, there's always some dumb setting, like, that you gotta double check. Heck yeah, I got 13 legends hanging out with me.
Ryan Hall's live for Warlords. There's something more going on than I'm aware of.
There's big hailers in Kentucky and stuff, but tornado-wise, yeah, nothing. Let me see, I need to... Apparently I don't have slow mode on YouTube. There's always just some dumb random setting that...
Slow mode?
Yeah, it's to keep people from commenting a bunch of nonsense like
I
rapid
got slow mode
fire.
in my brain all the time. What are you talking about?
How to worry? I know there's a way to enable that. Maybe it's in the settings somewhere. This stuff is such a pain in the butt to run on the back end. Details, options, edit title, description. No. Live control, details. Audience, show more. Comments. Who can comment? Subscribers and members. There we go. Where's the dang slow mode to keep people from? So we'll save that change so only subscribers can comment. There's supposed to be a slow mode to where like I think it's splitting.
What is slow mode on YouTube live chat?
Like when you set up a stream, it gives you the option, but you know, when I want to go back there and update it, you can never find it.
Live control room under customization message delay.
Yeah, I was in there. Control room. Live control
Customization?
room. I don't even have a customization because they're always changing things. Stream settings. Analytics, viewer activity.
What was that one you had all the stuff on the left side?
That was the.
Yeah, I saw something that said customization.
Okay. That was the settings tab. There's like two things. There's the live control room, and then there's the. They have this like settings. They have two separate areas for this stuff. That's what drives me nuts. You can't just put it all in one spot.
Don't use brains. That's not what you're supposed to do.
No. So if I go here,
I don't know if that customization is what they want.
this is for my whole channel though, not the individual video.
They're saying it's some of message layout. Who knows?
So it's here. So you go live. There's two. You got the edit, details, analytics. No, today it should be on.
Yeah, monetization. There we go. Yes, send all the money.
All right. Analytics and then details. Yeah. Maybe it's under details. Ah, here we go. There it is. Slow mode. 60. I'll do like 10 seconds. So it is under custody. It's just buried into there. All right. Get these dumb bots that just throw up. Hey, Purple Cat. Thank you for being here. Alright, slow mode is on. It should have like already been on, but apparently that setting didn't save.
Well, where do you think you're going, dude?
He's gonna race after that one that's perking up over there by Edgewood. That would be the original Herstorm. It's going to be split decision time between this and this. Yeah, because that one's perking up. I bet you that's what he's going for. This one's perking up too. No zone else this time.
I think he turned right.
Which means he's going north. What does our cheat plot has to say? Boy, the tree plot looks good over here later. So, I don't know.
What a day.
What a day. Might go in there and use the facility.
Sorry, you just really want to come back to your home stay, right?
Yeah. You gonna be hanging out here for a minute and watch my car? I'm gonna go in there and use the facility. I'll be right back, y'all. I bet you now this is when someone's gonna be like, hey, I need you to move your truck. Because I'm in there taking. Alright. Well, I won another $130 real quick after using the bathroom, so at least that part of the day is going well. Boy, maybe I'll top off the tank. Might have to go north for that storm that's perking up over there. I'm going to top off the tank here. Listen to my inverter scream because I plugged in the laptop. Oh, these Illinois gas prices, why can't you be like other states? That'll stop eventually once I drive for a minute. See? Just doesn't like when I'm sitting. Crybaby technology. Go to that one that's perking up there south of Effingham. It's easier to drop back south if another storm perks up, but it's hard to go north. So if one of these other storms to my south take off, I can get back on them a lot easier than chasing that tail up north. Hey, hey. That was a successful P break in that gas station. Won another $130 real quick. Gosh, dang it! Really? Should have ran it.
I'm feeling it. It's all right.
Chase it. Positive news. It looks like YouTube is happy with the keyframes. Quality of the feed looks good. Aren't we in a hurry, Mr. King of the Road? What's my favorite areas to chase? Well, one of them is about maybe 30 miles north of here. The flat farmland pancake terrain of central, eastern, and much of northern Illinois. This part of Illinois is a little squirrely, but still better than a lot of other states. Central Illinois, western Kansas, West Texas, all areas I love to chase. I like chasing in New Mexico, even though it's a very difficult state to chase in. The terrain out there is beautiful. The roads are very sparse but wild. So I like New Mexico. Well, I didn't realize this was such a booming metropolis down here with so many stoplights. Oh, I guess the road merges. That's nice. All right, that storm is severe warned now. A lot of people were still hanging out at that gas station when I left. I bet that's going to get them. It's an embedded mess, though. Not ideal. It's an easy path to get to that storm. I'll be on it in no time.